Hello, and welcome yet another Nozbe product vlog. I'm Rafal. I'm Chief Product Officer at Nozbe, and as always, I'm joined by my good friend and CEO of Nozbe, Michael Sliwinski. Hello, Michael. How are you?
Hello. You are the Chief Product Officer. I am the Chief Productivity Officer.
So we are both CPO.
Yes.
Then we should get a Chief Procrastination Officer also.
Yes, exactly. Chief Procrastination Officer is about to be... Yeah, but we are still procrastinating on setting up.
Yeah,
this
we are
person,
procrastinating on hiring chief procrastination officer. Maybe we should do the internal recruitment process for this.
Yes, or just switch roles. At some point, I will be the Chief Procrastination Officer, and then you will be.
Yeah, so many roles.
Yeah. But not this week. This week we are chief busy officers.
Yes. Since for 1 week now we are celebrating still 15th birthday of our company and our product, and
Yes.
and we had many announcements last week, and your feedback, our users, our customers, is very positive, and we are glad that you like what we announced. Although there are some small problems with Migrator, but don't worry, we are resolving it every day. We are fixing these small issues we have. So today we're gonna do a live demo of migration process from Nozbe Personal to new Nozbe, and we will answer your questions. So post your questions in comments, and let's begin. I will share my screen.
So before I start, so you share your screen, and then I'll just recap again what happened. So last week, on the 1st of February, we celebrated 15 years of Nozbe, and with this announcement of celebration, in the spirit of celebration, we decided to announce that our product that was formerly known as Nozbe Teams became the new Nozbe. And so the Nozbe Personal product, Nozbe Personal, the Nozbe that that helped us get here for the last 15 years. We keep on having it. We keep on having Nozbe Personal users, and we keep maintaining Nozbe Personal. So this product is still fine, and it's a very mature and very well done product. But the new version of Nozbe, the new ideas, new iterations for 15 years or more to come, is the new Nozbe. And with that, we offer our customers basically to stay with Nozbe Personal, who want to stay with Nozbe Personal and just like it and just would prefer it that way, which is fine. Or if you want, you can migrate to the new Nozbe. And today we'll show you how the migration process looks like. And also, I would like to, again, highlight that the migration is not obligatory. You don't have to migrate today or tomorrow, or, you don't have to rush to migrate, but you can if you like the new Nozbe. We just wanted to say that the new features, and we have already have quite a few new features, we'll talk about them today, will be happening in the new Nozbe. The Nozbe Personal will just remain as is and will be maintained and kept for everyone who's using it.
Yes, moreover, like performing migration is not something that is destructive for your data in Nozbe Personal. It's just
exactly.
We designed the migration process to be a two-step process, and first step is to only import your team and projects to new Nozbe, so you can test it actually for 30 days with your data and see if it can be your new trusted productivity system. And if not, you can go back to Nozbe Personal, no problem. So yeah, we'll show you now all of this, how it works, all the edge cases, and so on. So let's begin. So let's say I have here like example of an account in Nozbe Personal. It is a team account. I have you in a team, Magda and Hubert, and We also share some project with Radek,
Okay.
which for the purpose of this video will play lore of our contractor.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have few projects here. So, and if I want to try new Nozbe, all I have to do is to go to settings, account, scroll down to the migrate data from Nozbe Personal to Nozbe and just click open migrator. Yes, and here we land on the dedicated web page when you can read all the most important info, how migration works. So first of all, what data is migrated. Because as I said, we in our example account, we share some projects outside of our team. And in new Nozbe, we have this feature, but when we do a migration, we will input only the team stuff. So such a project that we share outside of the team wouldn't be imported at this step, but we have a solution for this. I will show it later in this video. Of course, there are some differences between Nozbe Personal and new Nozbe. So, for example, attachments. Attachments in comments will be fully migrated one-to-one, but in Nozbe Personal, we had such a thing like, for example, here, we had attachments on the project level. And in new Nozbe, we don't have it because in new Nozbe, we have project sections. So that way you can have a project section called project attachments and have all the files there. And we will just do that doing migration. So all of these files will get a proper task in new Nozbe. All right. What else? Categories will be migrated as shared tags. Each team member will have an invitation in their inbox to join the team. And from what is most important here, that completed projects are not important, but you still have an access to them in Nozbe Personal as kind of your archive, and you will not lose it. Templates are not imported because we don't have this feature yet in new Nozbe. We are working on it, but it's not available yet. And that's it.
And here, so we put all this for people to read because it's really important to see the differences and also to recognize that some things, some features haven't been implemented yet in the new Nozbe or might never be implemented in the new Nozbe. So when we were building new Nozbe, we were trying to find the most important features and also like new approaches to features, which we'll explain down the road. So, for example, here's a question from Robert about time needed. Like that in Nozbe Personal, there's an option of time needed, and in Nozbe Teams, it's not there in the new Nozbe. And it's an excellent point, Robert. And if you depend on this feature, you should still stay with Nozbe Personal because we will see if we solve this problem. I mean, we have made several designs and several approaches to this problem of how to solve this because time needed was only used by a very small fraction of users in the new Nozbe Personal. And I mean, the Nozbe Personal. So in the new Nozbe, we want to make this feature better and different. So instead of just copying this feature just like it was, we wanted to design it differently. So this kind of feature is at the design stage right now. So we are designing it. We will see where it goes and how it will be implemented. So if you depend on this feature right now, you should stay with Nozbe Personal. But many users don't use that feature. That's why they can migrate and just will not miss it. And that's the thing. So really, we are trying with the new Nozbe, we are trying to find new approaches to things. And that's why some things might be missing. And that's why, again, we're not taking it away from you. Nozbe Personal is still fine. It still works. And it will work. So nothing is going to be like different just when you go to the new Nozbe.
Yep. And when, as I said, like this migration process is two-step process. And the step 2 is to transfer your Nozbe premium subscription. So
yes,
after testing new Nozbe, if you decide that that's the way to go, that you can live without time needed for now, or without
or the
project
templates,
or something else, but you like the new features of new Nozbe, then you can just transfer your subscription. And I will show you later how to do it. Yeah, and that's very easy. What happens if I already have an account in Nozbe? Well, we just import your stuff from Nozbe Personal as a separate team in new Nozbe,
Yes.
because like in new Nozbe you can have multiple teams, and if you want to use it without a team, like only for personal use, you can like consider a team as a workspace, as your personal workspace. So there's that. Yes, and by default you can migrate account only once, but if you for example for some reason would perform migration, test new Nozbe and decided that's not it for you, and you will want to try it, like for example in 3-6 months, then you can write to our customer support and they will unblock you the possibility to migrate it again.
Exactly. So you can migrate now.
Data.
And because when you migrate, you will have a 30-day trial on the new Nozbe. So you can test it out. And when you see, it's not what I want, I don't like working with this yet, I'm missing this or that, then you can just get back to using Nozbe Personal and no harm done, and just contact support when you're ready to migrate, try to migrate again with the fresh data. Like, so it's like there is like we want to make this as easy for you as possible. And when, you know, and if you don't want to migrate today and you want to migrate a little bit later, that's fine. You can repeat the process several times.
Yeah. Because I see more questions here in the comments, but I will get back to them later.
Yeah.
Because I will
Let's continue with
show you on the app what you can do.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's perform migration. Here, when I scroll down, there is also a video of me showing this doing the exact same thing that I'm doing right now. Pre-recorded before, but let's click import. And here we go. Migration has begun successfully. And once it's done, we will send you an email with a link to set up your password. Because when we do migration, we just create an account for you in new Nozbe on the same email address you have an account in Nozbe Personal. And and that's how it's done. So when you go to my mailbox, I can see that because I have this many aliases to going to the same email. Actually, my teammates so got invitation to my new team, and here it is. Your data migration from Nozbe Personal is finished. So now I can set up my password. All I have to do is click here. And I don't know why, but I have a Polish UI here. But
maybe you've set up your Chrome as Polish first.
No, because we were recorded Polish version of this this live demo at 2 p.m. I changed it to English, but it's
okay. You'll change the language now, so don't worry.
Yeah, I will change it once I logged into the account. So basically, I just put my new password, and now I just need to log in. And now I'm logged in, and let me change language to English. All right, here we are.
By the way, can you show it again, how to change the language, so we can show how many languages we already support in the new Nozbe?
Yeah, settings, change language.
And we have English, Polish, Spanish, German, Japanese, Dutch, French, and Chinese. So yeah.
All right, and on the account created from doing migration, we have all the tasks imported, and we have some onboarding tasks. So if it's your first time for new Nozbe, I strongly recommend to go through those tasks and read what we prepared for you to get to know new Nozbe features. All right, so let's see what projects actually got imported. So how's the innovation project? So this is this project. As you can see, in Nozbe Personal, I don't share it with anyone. It's my private project in Nozbe Personal.
Yeah.
And it is, as you can see, with this padlock icon, it is private. When I go to members, it is
just you.
Access only selected users and just me. Okay, so, and as I said before, attachments of this project have been imported as separate tasks assigned to anyone in project attachment section.
And Rafal has always wants to show off his desk as much as he can in any of these vlogs and podcasts. So there you go, admire his desk.
Yes, that is true. And as you can see, tasks have been imported with due date, with a tag instead of category, and also we don't have time needed yet in new Nozbe, so we just create like according appropriate tag because this task had 5 minutes time needed assigned in Nozbe Personal, and here in new Nozbe it has tag 5 minutes. Okay, it's not the perfect solution for this, we know, but it is what it is for now. Yeah, and actually, let's go to this question from Robert, because he's asking about collapsing, as this task can be long. And yeah, we don't have collapsing right now, but what you can do is to filter by section, for example, and that way, actually, you just see only one section, and all other sections are collapsed.
Are hidden, basically.
Are hidden. No, but actually they are collapsed, because if I let me create new section here, and it's some task. So if I filter again, then this section is visible, yeah. So, but the tasks inside sections are well. So they're actually collapsed, yeah. All right, so let's move to the next project, new site. As I can see, this project is shared by everyone, shared with everyone with a team. Let's see in Nozbe Personal, new site.
Just heads up for everyone. Just keep writing your questions. Don't worry, we'll get to them. We'll be getting to them as we continue with this broadcast. So don't worry. Like we will answer to your questions.
All right. So yeah, this project is shared in Nozbe Personal with the whole team. So
yes. So it's basically shared with everyone on the team in the new Nozbe.
Exactly, and in new Nozbe, the big difference is that if it's like accessible for everyone in a team, when we add a new team member, they already
have access to the project.
Yeah, they already would have access to this project, which wasn't true in Nozbe Personal.
Exactly. So in Nozbe Personal, like one of the complaints from customers was when they were onboarding a new employee to the company and they were using many Nozbe projects, they would have to invite this person to many projects. Like, it was lots of administrative work, and we don't want that. In Nozbe teams, we want to get rid of as much administrative work as possible. We want to just help you focus on projects, tasks, and comments. Just getting stuff done.
Yep. Yeah, and as you can see, attachments are imported. Also mentions.
And they're very nice. There's a very nice preview of attachments already in the new Nozbe.
Yep. Okay, and the next project is onboarding. That's the onboarding project we create for everyone, so it's not imported. And there is top secret project. Top secret, which is shared, which has this icon that is limited access, and only me and Michael have access to this. And yeah, that's the same here. So it was important correctly. And yeah, there is surprise emoji got imported. And yeah, because we are celebrating our 15th birthday, we're giving you a $15, $15, yeah, for creating account and team.
So for everyone who migrates or creates a new team in Nozbe Teams, in the new Nozbe, then they get $15. So and here down the line we'll explain to you what to do with the $15, because actually it's worth something. It's worth the $15. So it's not fake money. It's good money. So yeah.
Okay, so there is that, and when we see in Nozbe Personal, we had more projects. There were 2 onboarding projects for Nozbe Personal, so there were no sense to migrate them.
So so our migrator actually takes account that it was an automated project, so it doesn't migrate them. That's cool.
Yeah, and as I said before, we had one project shared with Radek, who is like outside of our team in Nozbe Personal, so is our contractor, and that project has not been imported. But you can still import this project because inside Nozbe we can import specific projects from our account. I just have to log in to my Nozbe Personal account. So I put here Nozbe Personal login credentials. And here it is, No Office podcast project. Here I can specify if it should be visible to the whole team. So Rafal Sobolewski is actually the name of my team, and or only me and selected users. So I choose everyone in the team, and I still need to invite Radek, our contractor. So I can use it. I can do it here by share this project
and just invite him.
And just put his email address, and then he will be able to set up his free account and collaborate with us on this project.
Because remember, Nozbe, the new Nozbe is free for up to 5 people and five users. Only in Nozbe Premium you can do this. So you can share a project with an outsider, so with a different team. It's premium feature, but you don't have to be premium to accept the invitation. So this way, for example, if you have a contractor you want to work with and you're a premium user, you can invite them to a project and they can set up a free Nozbe account and accept the invitation and work with Nozbe, and they don't have to pay anything. So you don't have to, like, you're not forcing them to pay us. Like, you're just asking them politely to use the app because it's so much better this way. Okay, so let me just address some of the questions here, because there were just quite a few. So Bonnie is asking about charities and special pricing for that. Please contact support because we're working on that right now. And if here there is a question, like if somebody is already using Nozbe, Nozbe, the new Nozbe, and now wants to migrate the current the Nozbe personal account. Again, these will be then 2 teams within the new Nozbe, and they will not be merged together. I don't know, Rafal, can support merge these things together? I don't think so, right?
Well, I don't know how complicated it would be to implement such a change, but if it results that it's easy and there are more people like Michael, then we will do that.
Yeah, we'll see that. For now, we don't let tasks and projects change from one team to another for security reasons. But contact support and maybe they can help you out with that. So just write us an email, please. And here there's another one. Marco is saying that he's been using Personal and loved it, and he likes the new Nozbe, which is great. But he has concerns about Windows. So don't worry, the Windows app is coming soon, and it's very fast. And today if we have the time, we will demo the early version, the beta version of the Mac app, and the Windows app will be very, very similar. And last question, Siri shortcuts. Stay tuned because we have the API, and I'm actually working on some Siri shortcuts with the new Nozbe. So we'll be posting a blog about this, hopefully in the future, like soonish, how to use Siri shortcuts with the new Nozbe.
yeah, like with API, and we can actually prepare some shortcuts to be
Yes.
sure that actually will work with, but only work online, because API works online.
Yeah, that's true. But that's what
Because
normally you need. Like,
implementing silly shortcuts is not like fully natively is not not an easy task for us. But yeah, if we can do some other solution, then we will share it, of course.
no,
Okay,
I mean, I'm a Siri shortcuts fan. I use Siri shortcuts all the time. So don't worry. Like, I'm very interested in this.
will
So
be CEO pleasure.
yeah, exactly. So I will first. I'm already have some ideas for shortcuts using the API, and I'm sure that like in the down the line we'll figure out like next steps for our iOS app. Like what's next needed. Like we have several things. Like we have already the widget, we have already the share sheet, and we are working on more stuff. So don't worry. But with the API already, there are things that can be done. So I'll demo them on the blog.
Well, actually, I have only 4 people in my team, and I don't plan to extend it in the near future. So maybe I can change plan to Nozbe Premium 5.
Yeah, and this is one of the cool things that we can show you how you can do it. No problem. I mean, and Nozbe is even suggesting up to 5 people. This is the plan you should have. So,
Yes.
So what it does, as you can see, it basically extends your plan and changes your plan based on your payment cycle. So if it calculates
so I'm
automatically.
switching to a lower plan, then the validation date is moved to the future.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
the May the 4th be with you.
And this is a special thing that we did because we saw that, like, again, watching our users, that changing the plans is a hassle. That you have to pull out the credit card, you have to migrate and all that stuff, or you have to maybe ask your accountant or wherever. But you're getting stuff done, and you just hired a new person, or you just fired a new person, and you want to and you want to just lower the plan. So you can do it self-managed. You can do it yourself, and this is what Rafal is doing right now.
That way you can change to the higher plan or the lower plan. Yeah, so
exactly.
If you change to the higher plan, the validation day will be moved to the left side on the timeline.
Exactly. Exactly. So
please forgive my English. Okay, so I'm changing the plan, and now it's Premium
until
5,
May.
May
so
4th, and I think I got $15 from you, Michael, because I performed migration and I have this bonus. Of course, I'm in Poland, so I have the Polish currency equivalent of this, which
it's 60 zloty.
It's 60 zloty.
Trust us, it's the same as $15. So,
yes.
But it's because Rafał is located in Poland, so we take geolocation here, and that's why he got 60 zloty instead of $15. If you're in the States, you get $15. If you're in Europe, you get €15. If you're in the UK, you get £15. So it's like we always do it according to the local currency, because we also charge you in the local currency. So that's it.
Yep, and and with that bonus, I can actually extend this Premium 5 account for 19 days, another 19 days.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
And there you go. So you just had, like, just when we started talking, you had the plan until mid-April. Now we have almost end of May.
Yeah.
And show me the links, I mean, to explain how the referral program works, because you got the credits in the referral program. So here, referral program.
Yeah, and now it's 0 because I use this.
Exactly. But if you go to the link, you can copy this link and share on social media or share everyone else and spread the love, please, about Nozbe. And when you do that and people sign up and pay, you get the credits. And then when you reach to $100, we will actually pay you cash if you want to. But actually, I think the most useful thing is to basically use the credits to extend your Nozbe Premium subscription. So this way you don't have to pay for Nozbe. When you recommend Nozbe enough, Nozbe Premium for you is free. And we made it really easy, as you can see, like one click, and the code, the money is applied, and your account is extended. It's so easy.
Okay, one more thing I wanted to show is when I go to this onboarding project, there's this special task for the people who migrate from Nozbe Personal. Here you have a link to our dedicated landing page to where you can compare in details new Nozbe with Nozbe Personal. So here is the video Michael recorded.
Yeah, so in this video, I'm explaining the philosophy between the apps, because the philosophy is a bit different. Like what we thought was important.
So basically,
personal.
We have this table comparison table with 5 fundamental differences. So you are explaining the philosophy behind
yes.
it. And lower you have Q&A, and the third questions is the detailed table with
really detailed. Like we explain to you like what are really the big differences between the apps. So please check, take your time to check the table and see what's really like bothering you, which features you rely on, which features you don't rely on which features you're looking forward to. So so for example, if you go to Nozbe, the new Nozbe has Slack integration, but the personal has Evernote integration. So it's like, whatever like you rely on. So think about that.
And please tell us if you like new Nozbe, but you are really missing some crucial features, like for example Dropbox integration, maybe like time needed. Please write to us. We need to know which features are really most important for our users. All right. And speaking of features in new Nozbe, we actually on the blog I posted recently the blog post that in 2021 we shipped 46 updates for Nozbe Teams, which is now new Nozbe. and starting from 2022 there is this nozbe.com changelog, which redirects you to our release notes on help page, and we now started sharing what we are testing internally. So the things you may expect will be shipped soon. So as we mentioned already, desktop Windows at Mac shell extension, which actually got shipped already last week. The same is for this importer. We just performed a demo, and we are working on improved and better organized project menu, because like now, as we have more and more features in new Nozbe, the project menu got really, really big. These are things we are testing internally. That means they are like really close to be shipped. And as I said, we will start probably testing internally soon project templates, but they are not ready yet for this. And I post here every week some new features, new improvements, new bug fixes. So make sure to check it out, and make sure to read this blog post, because in this blog post I explain how we actually work and plan features, because what we learned for those 15 years is that it's really hard to maintain a proper roadmap, and we just switch to portfolio of options and plan every 5 weeks what is important for now in this specific moment.
What Rafal tries to say is that what we've learned over the years is that I am promising you all the features in the world, and he has to manage it all and manage the expectations and tell me to stop. So to stop promising. So and what we also found out is that also promising dates when something is shipped is very difficult, because especially when you have thousands of users, like there are so many edge cases and so many bugs can show up when we try to like ship a feature quickly just to meet the deadline. Then we can really like fall flat on our face, and we don't want that. And we don't also want like ship something that it is not working correctly, because like again, Nozbe is supposed to be your trusted system. You're supposed to trust it. So we cannot ship something that will like destroy your data or something. Like, as you know, like this is the most important thing for us. Like that's why we have 3 layers of backups, like, just to make sure that nothing is ever like gone, right? Yeah. So for that, like we care about that stuff, and that's why we changed the way we do it. We do it more openly on the change log. We are not only showing what changed, but also what we are internally testing, so we can get a glimpse. And sometimes, of course, like just like today, we are announcing that some features we're working on. So, for example, we are working on the templates. We cannot tell you when we ship them and how they're going to look like exactly, but we're working on them. So we know they're missing.
I gave Michael permissions to talk about stuff we are working on, but never promise dates.
Exactly. So I cannot tell you what are the things in our portfolio of options, because like there are so many, and we don't know when we're going to choose one or the other. Like there is one, for example, very cool feature I'm not going to tell you about, which I'm looking forward for the next cycle to push Rafal to do it, to start working on it. But fingers crossed, man. Like I hope that this feature will be shipped soon. But again, we are like after each five weeks, we are internally fighting together against each other to see, yeah, I want this feature. No, I want that feature. No, I want that one. And we do it based on customer feedback, based on what people are saying, based on our feeling, what is like naturally like what would naturally be great to complement what we already have. And then, the other features, we're working on designing them, right? They're just like, for example, as I mentioned, we are designing how to solve the problem of time needed. We don't have it designed yet. We have several designs right now in the works, but we don't have the final design yet, and we are not working on it yet. So I cannot promise you that. I'm just telling you that we're designing it, and that's it. That's all I can say. But we're designing it because we want to do it differently, because we saw that the usage wasn't as high as we thought it would be. And we don't like, and Nozbe is supposed to be simple, like simple projects, tasks, and comments, and simple collaboration, and that works across all platforms. So for that, we want to make sure that we don't clutter Nozbe with features just because like these people want that, these people want that, these people want that. We want to solve problems for many people. We want to make Nozbe really flexible and really still keep it simple, keep it really simple to use. Because when you are working with a team, or when you're trying to convince your contractor to work with you in Nozbe, you don't want them to be like studying Nozbe now and doing a PhD in Nozbe. You want them to just very quickly use Nozbe. And I can tell you from my experience, like just recently, I convinced my lawyer, because I'm doing some lawyerly stuff for the business, and I hired a new lawyer, and I told her that we have to work through Nozbe, and she was like, "No, I like email." I'm like, "I hate email, so I'm not going to work with you if we use email." So I convinced her to set up an account in the new Nozbe, and actually for that purpose, I created a special team, additional team completely. So I didn't do a joint project, but a team where I invited her, my CFO, my tax advisor, like several people. And in this team, she downloaded the app, she got the app, and now she's creating tasks for me. She's delegating tasks to me. She's mentioning me in comments. Like she got the hang of it very quickly. And of course, for me, it's glorious. Like everything is in Nozbe. I don't have to email her anymore. I don't have to send her attachments, and stuff. So that's really good.
Yeah, that's really nice with new Nozbe, that you can, for really big projects that is not enough to just set up one joint project with another team. You can just set up the whole new team to do so, and you can even use free team up to 5 people. Okay, let's go through some comments, because I like what we have.
Yeah, there are lots of questions. So let's start.
Yeah, let's go through. Like Johnny is loving new Nozbe. Is excited to try the new Nozbe. We are excited you to try it, and excited to hear your feedback. Robert is asking about file size limits. Yes, so for now it's 20 megabytes per file in new Nozbe, but we are working actually on extending it to 100 megabytes, and we are really close. Yeah, I actually should put it there on the changelog in this testing internally.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we tested it, and it so we will soon update this to 100 megabytes per file. Of course, Nozbe is not to storage your backups. It's not a file storage solution. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's why we are also like with this change to 100 megabytes. We want to we will be updating also our fair use policy to make sure that explicitly explain that Nozbe is not a backup solution. So to store lots of files, it's like you really need the 100 megabytes, because several times, like I'm recording a screencast, I'm recording a short video, and I want to post the video directly in the comment. And very often the videos go like 25 megs, 30 megs, 40 megs, and then I cannot upload it. And then it's like, oh man, I have to upload it to Dropbox, copy the link, like all that stuff. and we don't want that. So the 100 megabytes, and of course there are some PDFs or presentations that are just big, like because they have lots of slides and whatever. So we want to make sure that the actionable items, the actionable attachments can be stored in Nozbe, and that's why we want to extend the 100 megabyte limit for each file. But of course, we don't want abusers, people like storing lots of files just to store files in Nozbe. For storing files, there are much better solutions. So this is for like actionable stuff.
Yep. Okay, Michael is asking about when does the $15 credit offer expires. So yeah, it expires at
tomorrow.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. We don't do expiring thing. So one of the cool things about running your own company is you get to run it the way you want to be run, for the company to run. I can tell you, I hate it when they give me some credit or some points or whatever somewhere to convince me to be a loyal customer or something, and then they say, but it expires in 3 months or 4 months or whatever. I'm like, really? Like, you are forcing me to use it now? No, like, I don't want that. So in the case of Nozbe, like, you can accumulate the credits, and then when it gets to $100, you can ask us to pay you the $100, or you can keep accumulating the credits. And when you think, oh, there is a time for me to extend my subscription, I'm not gonna pay them. I'm gonna just use the credits. Boom. And that's
it.
it.
So if you get the credits, then they will never expire. But I think what Michael was asking is the offer to get those 15.
Yeah. Okay. So this offer expires. So the offer to get free credits, so $15, expires until 15th of February. So this is just for the celebration of our 15th birthday. So you should claim your $15 now. But don't worry, like, if you already create a new team, you get the credits. And then if you decide to delete this team and set up a different team or whatever, like, you get already the credits. So you already have them. So and they don't expire. So once you claim the credits, they're yours. We're not taking them away from you.
Yep. Okay. Well, we have more and more comments. That's cool. Robert is sharing that he really likes the full screen option.
Show us how we can play with the interface, like the full screen mode.
Yeah, so enter full screen. We can enter the full screen mode for the task. So we can write a long comment, and actually we can even full screen
the comment,
the whole comment. Yeah, and write a long paragraph.
There you go. A very, very important paragraph. There you go.
Yeah. Lodem ipsum is the most important.
Part. It's a very, very, very good piece of feedback. Thank you.
Yes.
And also show how you can hide the sidebar.
Yeah, I can hide the sidebar and have the proper.
So we can
I want to focus on the specific project or on my priorities. I don't want to new task coming to activity or incoming. Then I can hide the sidebar.
Yeah. So it's like really, really, you can focus on just one project or one task or one comment. Like, you can really change the areas of your focus.
Yeah. Okay. Rain Dancer video is asking about he's testing the free user account. How do I check my storage usage?
We don't. So in the free account, how much do we give? 500 megabytes?
Yeah, I think 500 megabytes, but it's.
But we're not really counting it. Like, we only, if you go through the free limit, we will send you a friendly email of maybe you could.
It's time to upgrade. Yeah.
The time to upgrade to get premium. So we're not really very thorough.
Yeah, we don't want to block you because you accidentally like extended your limit, but that's actually a good point that it's.
Yeah, we should display it.
Yeah, we should display it. So
yeah.
So Jarek is our developer on the backstage. Can you write a task for me for this? So I can design it. Okay, thanks. All right. Yes, Bartek is asking about smart list section. For now there is a calendar there.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be an expanding section. Also, the calendar. I think the calendar view we should be able to favorite it. Like we haven't done it
Yeah,
yet.
like it was challenging for technical reasons for now.
We have to revisit that because
Yeah.
some people like the calendar view. So
yeah, and for many
swear
people
by
it's
it.
important view. Yeah, and there is a design task for improve this. Yeah.
Okay.
So, of course.
But okay, once you're with that, you can show how, for example, you can favorite almost everything. Like so, when you have when you want to have like somebody, you can favorite a tag, for example.
I can favorite a tag. Yes, I can favorite
a person.
A person.
Like, for example,
I can favorite
yourself, like just your tasks, so you can
Yes.
show them in favorites, and then you can see all your tasks very quickly. And then, of course, when you go to all projects, you can see all the projects. So this is really like when you go to, you have, there you go, all projects. Then you can also favorite and with the heart, you can see which ones are favorite and which ones are not. And this way you follow them.
That way I have easy access to
most important things.
Most important task list.
Except for calendar. So yeah, we have to sort that out. But yeah, the smart list section is there because we are planning to working on it. We already have the filters right now on the front end, so we can filter tasks as you have shown. But yeah, we still need to continue working on that so that you can really customize Nozbe.
Yeah, and Ryan Dancer video has another question about time format. I think it takes time format from the settings of your OS or browser.
Yes.
So as you can see, I have English set, and it gives me 12-hour PM AM format.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. That's the browser setting. For example, on my iPad, I have the European military time, and I have the military setting. I have the 1800 right now, and not 6 p.m.
Okay, and another question from Ryan, actually a comment that I really liked your comment, because we were very worried about like our announcement last week, how our users, how our customers would react to it, and the feedback is like 99% positive. So yeah, we are very pleased and relieved that I like the way how we try to be more and more transparent, and now we see it pays off.
Yeah, it's really important. Like we value transparency. Like this is one of our values, and when we want to default to transparency as much as we can. And we have to admit that we just didn't know how to you treat both products in the beginning, because we wanted to ship Nozbe Teams, the new idea for Nozbe, quickly. That's why we shipped it a year and a half ago, but it wasn't fully fledged for everything, and especially for people on Nozbe Personal who are used to lots of great features. But we wanted to focus first on the communication, on making the communication very easy. So if you can show Rafal again the screencast, I want to just focus on the part on these 4 quadrants of communication: the priority, incoming, activity, and single tasks. And for example, this part is completely different because we decided that in Nozbe, really, the priority should be manual, because you sometimes want to prioritize a task which is not yours, like somebody else's task, but you don't want people imposing their priority on your priority. Like if Rafa wants something from me, he should delegate a task to me. But when he does, I get it in incoming. I get it here, and then I decide if I want to work on it or not. It's like when I'm working on something, I don't want Rafa to just throw stuff at me. Just, this is your priority, Michael, now, because I say so myself. It's better like this, that there is an incoming section when Rafa delegates a task to me, and then I get to decide, do I want to work on it? Maybe I want to delegate it further to somebody else, and add a comment like, Rafa wants it from me, I don't have time, maybe you can do this. Or maybe I'll mark it with a star and make it my priority. So these are the different approaches to design of a productivity app that we wanted to try, learning from 15 years of our history, learning from our users, learning from you guys, learning from what you have done in Nozbe Personal, what you have communicated to us. As you know, we listen to your feedback, and that's why we wanted to be able to start something new and something fresh. But on the other hand, not to annoy you, to show you that like we're working on this because we want this for you. And then how to migrate this, it's very tricky. But and then that's why also I would like to thank for all the feedback. Like we already improved the migrator so much over the past few days, and we keep improving the migrator to make sure that you can really you can really take advantage of the new Nozbe.
Okay, yeah, and as you said, like this incoming and priority, I always say that it's the perfect example of how we include our values, our pyramid of communication
Yes.
to the application, because priority is for deep work, the most important
Focus
part
mode.
of the pyramid of communication, and incoming is for the feedback work to really Nozbe puts on top in incoming all the tasks that requires your attention. That means that can be planned for you for your deep work session in priority, or just requires quick feedback with just thumbs up reaction or short comment, or just setting a proper due date, etc. Yeah, and everything else is happening in activity in the projects you follow. And then for me, it's like I'm planning my priorities for a week. I try to keep incoming 0 every day, and I review my activity to 0 every Friday, every mighty Friday during weekly review.
Yeah. And speaking of that, like things we're working on, like very soon we will publish a new website for Mighty Fridays, where we explain how we do Fridays, that we do Fridays differently, how we do the weekly review, like all that stuff. We will put them on nozbe.com on our website. So stay tuned for that. Like we are planning to have several websites like this, how to communicate our values. We will have another website. We're starting right now and working on it to explain how you can use Nozbe completely for free in a family. Because thanks to the new limit of 5 people and 5 projects, you can set up a completely free account for your family. Like, you can, as a Nozbe new Nozbe user, you can, for example, participate or be an owner of a premium team. And then you can, for example, have a free team for your family, and 5 projects and 5 people and 3 sections per project in a free tier with attachments, as we mentioned. It's really a very a usable app to manage your whole household. Like you have a project for your house, like for your vacation, like for your school chores. Like you can really get this thing organized. So we will give you some examples of how we do it. So this is our plan to not only like I'll also publish content about like our values, but also integrate them in the app, as you mentioned, right? So in the future we might add features that directly reflect our values, just like we did with the incoming and priority.
Yeah, like we are opinionated software company, so we try to like implement our values inside our product, and that's not always easy because then we have to explain our values, our concepts that are. We are not a simple to-do list or a chat. It's the way we communicate through tasks is actually, I have never seen something like this in any other products. So yeah, and speaking of things we're gonna ship soon, here it is. Here is our Mac app.
Yes, our desktop app for the Mac.
Yeah, our desktop app for a Mac. As you can see, here is the native menu with all the options and the keyboard shortcuts. The same will have Windows app. And let me see, do I have any notifications? Yes. As you can see, Jarek has created a task for me to display current storage usage.
And there you go, Jarek. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Perfect. So it's all in there, and as you can see like the Mac desktop app. It's the cool thing about the Mac app is that you have the menu, you have the all the keyboard shortcuts, which you also have on the web application, but of course it's like more natural on the Mac app. And also for me, the killer feature, all the links open in my default browser of choice and not in Chrome. Like in like, if you want to use Chrome, then it's great. But for example, I prefer Safari on the Mac, so I'm happy that then the links open in Safari.
All right. Okay, let's wrap up this product vlog. I think, yeah, we we discussed everything. I think we answered all the questions.
Can you, Rafal, just quickly show people how you can link one task to another? Because I think it's a very cool pro tip that you can show quickly.
Okay, let me show you this, but I will do that. Okay. So, for example, let's go to No Office podcast. So here it's there is this bug that happens once for a while. Whoa. Okay, let's move to different project.
Oh man,
I need to
live demos are
investigate
tight.
it. Yeah, it's maybe it's only for the projects imported inside the app. We'll check this. Okay, so here, for example, I can put a link to a registered domain task inside a layout project, and that way, I just I just put double plus sign and start typing, and then app suggests me link to a task, and
when you it looks like gibberish in the comment, but when you save it, it looks like a task.
It's parsed, and when I complete the task, actually,
it's already completed. It shows there. Yeah, it's fantastic. Like this way, and comments in Nozbe, in the new Nozbe, are very cool, because you can have like a comment and you can have the checklist and the dimension and the text and the attachment in one comment. You don't have to just split different comments. So it's very, very useful.
Yeah, so you can, for example, have like 4 attachments,
a checklist.
You can put actually task link in a checklist.
Yeah,
and then you can put some text. Yeah.
Whoa, man.
So there you go. There is this long comment, and you can see it in full screen mode.
It's all in there.
Yeah.
We have to update our avatars. They are very old. Okay. So perfect. So again, right now you can up until February 15th, you can claim your $15 if you set up a new team or migrate your team to the new Nozbe. And here, Rain is also commenting that many people can benefit from the free version. I'll be telling a lot about people about it. So thank you. Please share, and you can use
remember to use your referral link.
Yeah. So that way you can get more credits, and then it's going to be even better for you then, and people will still benefit. Actually, there is another thing about the referral program. If people buy from your referral link, they will also get a bonus, just because you referred them there. So your link is kind of special for them as well. So make sure to check it out, and yeah, thanks for spreading the word. Thanks for your support, because we're really happy that we get to do this. Like, we get to be 15 years on the market, and 15 years and being able to right now iterate with the new Nozbe, to have the new app and be able to be ready for next 15 years or more to come, and serving you as the trusted productivity system. So please help us spread the word, and let everyone know that there is a great app there for them.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. I'm Rafal, and there's Michael. Say goodbye, Michael.
So thank you so much, and have a good one. And if you have any questions or any doubts, contact support. There are real people behind the emails there. So just write to info@nozbe.com or questions@nozbe.com, and we'll be happy to help you.
Yeah. See ya.